Peace and blessings to those enduring to the end. My name is Nuriya Yasha'Allah, and this is the Light of the Lord TV. This is a Bible-based platform dedicated to researching and reporting on end-time related events. So y'all, there is a lot to discuss. And lo and behold, it all revolves around Elon Musk. Now, I don't believe in coincidences at all. Never did. We serve a God that's intentional, and I believe even within his creation, everything is intentional. I don't believe that things just happen because. So with that being said, while mainstream media calls a lot of these things conspiracy, we need to start talking about how these theories are starting to look a lot like facts. So instead of just going on and on and on about it, we're going to just get right into the research. So here we have the richest man in the world. Elon Musk is worth $421.6 billion. Who, let's not forget, wants to modernize the world through technology, self-driving cars, and robot labor. Let's not forget about those things. But not only that, he is the same man who wants to put a chip in your brain. And I'm not talking about something light. I'm talking about an actual chip that's connected to a computer. He wants to put that in a human's brain. He's already done experiments. He's already done tests. He's already done human trials.
We're going to turn now to Elon Musk announcing his company Neuralink has implanted a chip into a human brain. Will is back with what it means for paralysis, strokes, spinal cord injuries, and more. Good morning again, Will.
Good morning, Robin. It means possibility. Neuralink got approval to test in humans last May. It requires an invasive surgery, and it'll be a while before the technology is commonly available. But according to Musk, the results of this first implant in a human were promising.
This morning, Elon Musk announcing that for the first time, his company Neuralink has implanted a brain chip in a human. Musk saying the person is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Neuralink's goal is to help people living with debilitating conditions, including paralysis, communicate and control external devices with their thoughts.
The device is designed to interpret your neural activity so you can operate a computer or a smartphone by simply thinking.
Now, I don't know about you, but that's a Revelations red flag to me. Now, let's continue with the research. Now, once again, let's get into why we are all sitting here today, all of the recent events. But before we get into all of the recent events, what has led up to what we're going to continue to talk about today? The richest man in the world has gone through so many great lengths to support one particular person, that person being no other than Donald Trump, by not only buying Twitter in 2022 because Donald Trump was getting silenced. He then turned around and invested nearly $300 million in Trump's 2024 election. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's
suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
Moving on. I won't even spend too much time talking about the election voting interference rumors. And because y'all can't see me, I am doing air quotes around rumors, because with rumors, there's smoke. And when there's smoke, it's burning down. Now, continuing on, of course, because Elon bought himself a president.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
So in turn, when Trump was elected, Trump appointed Elon as head of government efficiency. And ever since he's gotten his seat, he has honestly been on a rampage. I mean, on a serious note, talk about is going to show more about this man's personality. Elon has shown himself to be very vengeful, and someone with so much money, power, and he has a vengeful spirit, that's a very dangerous concoction right there. Let me get into this clip.
Donald Trump is busy trying to blame DEI training on the deadly plane crash that took place just outside of Reagan International Airport this week. The real reason is actually much simpler. Chaos begets chaos. And what we have seen from Donald Trump in not even 2 full weeks in office has been complete and total chaos. And a lot of that chaos has had to do with the agencies designed to keep planes safe in the air. For example, Elon Musk had told Michael Whitaker, the former director, chief of the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, right, in charge of everything. When Trump was sworn in, Elon Musk instructed Whitaker that you need to resign. And Whitaker did. He resigned because Elon Musk had basically told him he had to. Because of that, we currently do not have a director of the FAA, at least not one that's been confirmed by the Senate and gone through any kind of background checks. We have an acting director, sure, but Elon Musk, a man that nobody in this country voted for, is the one who forced out the head of the FAA. Now, is it possible to say that had this not happened, this accident wouldn't have happened? No, we don't know. But again, chaos begets chaos. That's what happens. When you create chaos inside of an agency designed to keep airplanes safe, it's going to cause problems. So why did Elon Musk even want this guy out? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Because Elon Musk was pissed off about the fact that the FAA had issued $600,000 worth of fines to SpaceX for not being compliant with safety regulations. More than 60 people are dead because Elon Musk was mad. The richest man on the planet was mad that he had to pay $600,000. And more than 60 people are dead.
So he fired the FAA head, and then 9 days later, all of this chaos ensues. And you think that's a coincidence? What about this tweet from over a year ago, posted from Elon Musk's account? And I fact-checked it. He actually posted this over a year ago.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Where there's smoke, there's Elon. And like I said, I do not believe in coincidences. If this wasn't bad enough, what is currently trending, which has led me to the final point of this video, what has been trending for the last 24 hours is that Elon has moved to gain access to the Treasury Department and access to highly sensitive information and data about American citizens.
In the early hours of understanding what this means, but I think this may end up being a very big deal. Today, the Post broke news that the highest-ranking career official at Treasury, a man named David Liebrick, is leaving the U.S. government, quote, after a clash with allies of billionaire Elon Musk over access to sensitive payment systems. So Elon Musk and his team of people have reportedly been asking Treasury for access to the payment systems that the government uses to pay its bills, to pay out trillions of dollars a year across the federal government. Also payments to businesses and individual households. So if you're a federal worker, before your paycheck hits your bank account, it goes through the system. Same thing if you get a Social Security check or a Medicare benefit. Payments to government contractors, tax refunds, grant recipients. You get the idea. This is basically the government's checkbook at the Treasury Department, how they pay for everything. It's so sensitive that only a few career officials actually have access to use this system. But according to the Post today, Elon Musk and his team have demanded access to it as well, which led to a dispute with a very high-ranking career official at Treasury who's now quit over this dispute, who's now resigned. The Post says it is unclear what exactly Elon Musk's team wanted to do, why they wanted access to this incredibly sensitive system. One former Treasury Department official tells the Post, quote, this payment system has never been used in a way to execute a partisan agenda. You have to really put bad intentions in place for that to be the case. I do not know enough about what this payment system does or how it works to understand the implication of it potentially being misused. But I will tell you, I've been watching enough of these red flags in the last 11 days to recognize that this is a very big one. And if the people in control of this very sensitive, very highly restricted system now do have bad intentions for what they're going to do with it, what does that mean? What is the scope of what they could do? Joining us now is Washington Post senior.
Tonight, two top security officials at the U.S. Agency for International Development were put on administrative leave last night. The move came after they refused to allow officials from Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, to access security systems, personnel files, and classified information. DOGE was successful in the end, getting access to sensitive Treasury data, including Social Security and Medicare customer payment systems. The move by DOGE means it could have wide leeway to access important taxpayer data, among other things. The New York Times first reported the news of the group's access of the massive federal payment system. The two people, though, who interviewed with the Associated Press spoke under condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly.
Now, I don't know about you, but every single spiritual bone in my body is tingling. All of these things, when you really just take a step back and look at the signs of the times, it's really not that difficult. It's really not that difficult to see the time period that we're in. We have a man, if you've listened to any one of his interviews, clearly does not believe in the one true God. He believes in science. He believes in technology. And that's what he's invested all of his money in. And that's how he makes all of his money. A man that wants to reinvent the world with technology. So much so that he wants to be able to implant chips. I remember a few years ago when his little project first started, when the idea of putting a chip in someone's head was, a lot of people were pushing back on it, and he was like, no, this is just for people who have, disabilities like paralyzed or, very severe disabilities. This is not for everyone type situation. Now, here we are in 2025. He now wants to implant these chips in perfectly healthy humans, because apparently this chip can allow the human mind to access a technology and an intelligence like never before, completely shape-shifting you into something that's unnatural. Now you can be shut on and shut off because you now have some sort of technology from Lord knows what true source attached to your brain. And not only that, this same person that invented, or the same person that's spearheading all of this, now has gained access to the payment system of the United States. Why do you need access to the payment system? A system where every one of your checks, every single person's checks go in and out of. He now has access to that. A man that wants to put chips in your body. I don't know about you, but this is definitely Revelations type situations. As developments and updates come out about Elon, I will do my best to continue to put out content to keep you all updated on basically him and Donald Trump overthrowing the government. But all I ask for you all to do is support the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. That's all I can ask for all of the work that I'll soon be putting in going forward, doing research and putting out this content for you all. Now, with that finally being said, my name is Nuriya Yasha Allah. This is the Light of the Lord TV. And until next time, shalom.